Hey everybody, it's Stacia Kennedy. Welcome to this live stream. In today's video, I want to share with you a little bit about commitments and carbs and the 4 steps to keeping your personal commitments. All right. So a friend of mine, this is funny because a friend of mine was been telling me, I just love my carbs, and I, was thinking about how to help people get, achieve their goals and the commitments that we make to ourselves. And I've been reading this book called The 12-Week Year. And in the book, I cannot recommend this book enough. The 12-Week Year, how to get more, let me read it to you here. How to get more done in 12 weeks than a whole year. All right, so I keep going back to this book many, many times, and I want to share this with you. The analogy that they share in this book is called the iceberg of intentions. So you may have watched the last stream that I just did, and I wanted to redo this video because I think it's very important. I want to be able to explain this clearly. A lot of times we have a goal, and I know that I've had many goals and things that I've actually did really well with, right? I've had goals and achieved things that I just locked on. We're just locked on here, guys, right here. And you did anything, whatever it takes to get that goal. So can you think of a time in your life where you've achieved something that was something that you didn't believe that you could do, or you just really wanted, you had a strong desire, and you locked on, right? And how did it feel? How did it feel to actually get that goal or achieve that objective that you wanted? What were you feeling? How were the thoughts? What were the thoughts and the things that were going through your mind that help you overcome the adversity that you may have, come in contact with when it got tough? Because it's going to be tough. There's going to be times where you're going to come up with adversity. You're going to come up with things that are going to want to make you give up. You're going to want to give up. There's many times I've wanted to give up on my health and fitness goals. And, right now, some of you may have saw the stream a few months ago. I posted I want to do a bikini competition. And right now, a month ago, I just had a breakdown and told my husband, I just can't do this. I'm breastfeeding right now and I'm freaking hungry, and I just lost it. And I'm not getting enough sleep. There's just no way I'm going to be able to get enough cardio and do the things that it takes to become, to have a bikini competition body, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Why do I even want this? And so I'm not giving up on the dream just yet, but I believe it's just not realistic for me right now to do it by the end of this month and do the Emerald Cup in Washington. So I'm just letting you know, if you've been watching my videos and streams and my posts, that I've not given up on it, but I'm just being a little bit realistic. I didn't want to pay the cost. And this is some of the steps that I'm going to share with you. So before I go into those steps, the iceberg of intentions is that we have above the surface, above the waterline of an iceberg, you only see 10% of the iceberg. So the iceberg is you only see 10% of the iceberg, and below the waterline is about 90% of the iceberg. That's the huge, big part of the iceberg. So us as human beings, imagine us being the iceberg. On the surface level is our conscious mind. In our conscious mind, we see, all of our thoughts and our emotions and our physical sensations. We are aware of what is above the waterline. All right. And below the waterline of an iceberg is all of our hidden intentions. And that's where things that we may not be conscious about. We may, on some surface level, understand that we have these hidden intentions, but we gotta get real with ourselves. Underneath that waterline, for example, things are gonna come up like, I just love to eat. I love those carbs, My friend was telling me, I love carbs. I'm just not willing to pay that cost. I just love to go out to eat. I love going to happy hour. I want to stay in my warm bed. I don't want to get up early. I just don't, I don't want to sweat. I feel like, I just don't have enough time in the day. I'd rather sleep. I'd rather do all these other things, right? Unconsciously, we are saying those things and we're manifesting that in our life. We're manifesting being super busy and not making it a priority. And so that is what's keeping us in our comfort level. It's comfortable. It's comfortable to stay in bed for a few 10, 20 more minutes. It's comfortable, we feel satisfied and and that's what stops us from getting our goals. It's because that unconscious intentions are conflicting with the 10% of what we want. The 10% above the waterline, we're stating our goals as we want to be fit and have more energy and be at a certain comfortable weight, but maybe we don't really unintentionally under the waterline, we're really saying, but I've always been fat. I've always been heavy. It's comfortable to see myself where I'm at right now. I don't see myself at 130 pounds. I don't see that I don't see anywhere where I can cut time or take away time from my family or whatever other unconscious intentions that you may have. And so in this book, what he shares is that when we can be aware of those those statements, those things that are holding us back, when we are aware of it and reconcile with it and get deep with it, we can actually overcome that adversity. And so here are the 4 steps. The 4 steps to successfully keeping your commitments is, number 1, have that strong desire. So the strong desire has to be there. Number 2, have keystone actions. Create some keystone actions. I'm going to help you create those. Number 3, count the cost. Some of the things that I just shared that are under the waterline are the costs. And number 4, act on your commitments. So number 1, first determine, what your goal is. So you can have a few goals that would represent a real breakthrough for you. I'm going to use physical for myself. Since I'm a health and fitness coach, I'm going to use the physical as an example. You can use any categories in your life that you want to work on a goal, whether it's family, your spouse and relationship, community, spiritual, personal, business, whatever it is. Write down your goals. Write them right now. And I want you to write them in the present tense. So in the present tense, I am 125 pounds, 10% body fat. That's my goal. I'm writing it in the present tense as if it's already happening. It's already done. And be specific to your goals. All right. So the second one is identify keystone actions. So that will have the biggest impact. So there's a lot of things that I can do, right? I can work out. I can go do extra cardio. I can make sure I eat right. There's a lot of things that you could do to achieve that goal. But it's important to note that you want to get to write down something that's going to have the greatest impact. So for me, ideally, I've been really good at working out every day. So I do my Beachbody workouts. I don't have to question what I'm going to do for my workout. I don't have to write down a plan for that. I already got that down. So the keystone action for me is to stick to a meal plan. And everything else is going to fall into place for me. So I've been writing down my meal plan, but I have not been meal prepping and sticking to that meal prepping. So my keystone action is writing down my meal plan every week, prepping it out twice a week, because what I was trying to do before was meal plan for the whole week, and that kind of got exhausting. What I like to do now is to meal plan for like 3 or 4 days, And that way your food stays fresh as well too. And then do another mini meal prep in the middle of the week. So I need to choose, so it's saying here in the book, I wanted to read it to you here, I need to choose one action that more than any other will positively impact my fitness. Ideally, it would be catalytic, that in it will encourage me to do the other actions as well. Personally, for him, his example was to work out 4 or more times per week, and then his eating habits will automatically improve. But for me, it's been the eating that's been my vice, as well as my portion control. So that's why I have my portion fix containers, and I'm going to be sticking to my portion fix meal plan. So we're going to write down some actions, all right? Now, number 3, determine the cost. So you will have to determine the cost that you're going to have to pay. So those carbs are going to be the cost for some people, right? So write down on your piece of paper, this is where the surface, where you service any hidden intentions that might conflict with your stated goal. So a lot of times these hidden intentions are conflicting with our stated intentions, which holds us back from achieving our goals. So for example, the cost of working out every day might be including giving up TV, cutting back on going out to eat, socializing, spending less time with your family, getting up earlier, exercising regardless of how you feel. This week was definitely, my body was sore and I worked out anyway. The cost of dieting might include giving up some of your favorite foods, reducing the number of times you eat out, eating smaller portions. So finally, step number 4 is circle the keystone actions for which you're willing to pay those costs. So, and that's going to be your commitment. So one of my things is, what I'm willing to do is to write down my meal plan every single day, share it with my challengers, share it with my friends and family on Facebook, holding you guys holding me accountable and posting what I eat. And I'm willing to take the time out to pay the piper to get to those goals over the next 12 weeks. So you guys, does that make sense? Hopefully that helps you guys. You know, there's 4 things: strong desire, keystone, taking those keystone actions, count the cost, and take action on those commitments. Who's there with me? I saw some likes. All right. So the state of being commitments is a state of being bound emotionally or intellectually to a course of action or to another person or persons. And I'm looking forward to helping you guys and supporting you guys with your goals. Comment below. Let me know who's there, because I just saw a couple of likes. I'm really excited to do this video for you guys and share with you the 4 commitments to keeping your personal commitments. Hope this helps you guys over the next 12 weeks. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what your goal is, first of all, and what are some of the costs that let's help you bring it out, right? What are some of the underlying hidden things unconsciously that's been holding you back from getting your goals? Because a lot of times we'll say, hey, we want this, right? We want XYZ goal, but really underneath that waterline of the iceberg of intentions, underneath it's like, but I feel comfortable where I'm at. I don't see myself, as 130 pounds. There's all these, I feel good sleeping in, those are the things. And we know those are excuses, and those are the things that are holding us back from getting to where we want to go. So are you willing to pay the cost, pay the piper? All right. Are you willing to pay, and actually take the time in the middle of the week? Hey, thanks for watching this video. I thought this would really help you guys, because are we willing to pay the costs that it takes to get our goals? Underneath the waterline, the iceberg of intention, the on the surface is where we have our emotions, our unconscious, our conscious mind. Our conscious mind is 10% above that waterline of an iceberg, and underneath that iceberg, 90% is where our hidden unconscious mind is telling us you are fine. You don't need to lose any more weight. You don't need to, you look great the way you are. You may be saying, these things to hold yourself back from achieving your goals. You may be saying things like, I've always been heavy. I've always been fat, and I don't need to go any further. Your unconscious mind is just like holding you back from getting where you want. So when you are aware of that unconscious mind and those hidden intentions, we can knock those out, and because those are conflicting the ones that you want, that you're stating, I want to have more energy. I want to be able to do more things with my family and feel good. What is one of your favorite snacks between meals that give you energy? I love nuts. It's so funny. I don't even know why we've never, when I was younger as a child, never ate just a handful of nuts. Like I do almonds a lot of the times, or cashews. I have to be careful though with nuts because I can eat too many handfuls of those. But it's definitely an alternative. Cucumbers, like we were talking about, I really do love having some cucumbers and a little bit of hummus. Those are a great snack. And don't forget to drink lots of water, especially it's getting hotter and warmer out, guys. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, and start drinking water right when you get up, right when you work out, or in the morning. It's just so much easier to get down more water in the morning than in the evening, because if you start drinking too much water in the evening, you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night a lot. So make sure you drink lots of water. English muffin, whole wheat English muffins have been my favorite snack before too. I'll do a half of that, and almond butter. There's so many cool, really awesome nut butters that are so good. Apples and almond butter, and someone showed me that they've been putting a little bit of coconut shreds. Those were really good. Yeah, I need to have some good options, more options for snacks. Bell peppers. I probably could keep going. Bell peppers cut up. Bell peppers have been a good on-the-go snack too. If I need to chop a bunch of them up and put them in a bag to go. Yum. Yes. There's so many really good. And then I try to have some fruits towards I do fruits in the morning in my shake, but then in the evening too, if you have a sweet tooth, you might want to save your fruit options for the evenings as your dessert, because that makes a good dessert. The other day I did take some blueberries and walnuts, and that was a good mix for some reason. Blueberry and walnuts. Alright, so this video is going way longer than I wanted to, but I will be posting this on my YouTube channel. I want to do more videos like this every day till the end of the month, or maybe keep going. I do have a YouTube channel, and I want to be able to put these videos there more often, and it'll be a countdown from now to the end of the month. April 30th is my birthday, so I'll be doing more live videos like this, maybe doing some recipes or other things. If you have questions about specific things you want me to do videos about, let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. I hope that you take these 4 tips and stick to your personal commitments over the next quarter. Let's have an awesome second quarter. See ya.